Okay. Hi, I'm Glenn Darcy, Vice President of Product Management for Arturia. We're here at the 2014 NAMM show, and I'm here to show you the new BeatStep. The BeatStep's a general purpose MIDI controller. It's going to be available in March. The street price on it's going to be $99 US. It's 16 pads and 17 assignable knobs. So it's a standard pad controller. What we've got is we've got USB output. The USB going to the computer if you, the USB going to the computer if you want, you can use it standalone by just using any USB charger. We've got.
Is it class compliant? Can I use it with an iPad?
Yeah, it's class compliant. We actually are showing demos over on the other side of the booth with an iPad. We're using it with two things. We're using it with an iPad and an original Oberheim SEM module because we have CV and gate output as well as MIDI output.
Okay, great.
So it comes with the MIDI adapter that takes this mini jack into a regular DIN out. So you've got, besides the nice layout of 16 very sensitive pads and knobs, we thought, oh, this is a great layout for a step sequencer. So it's also a step sequencer. So we can select up a different instrument here. We get the Oberheim SEM going. And now I've got it where it's just like any other step sequencer. And you can turn knobs and get different pitches out of it. While it's playing, I can hold down shift and change times. I can change the playback direction. I have it alternate back and forth. I can go into random mode. And I can also then go into the control mode and use the control mode at the same time. So like on this, we could go in and we could control the filter adjustments, whatever you want. So it makes a nice controller because you really got two controllers in one, both that you can run in parallel. So it's not one or the other.
In parallel?
Yeah, both can be run in parallel.
How do you switch between the two kind of layers?
You switch between the two modes, between control mode and sequence mode. Control mode, all the pads are red. Sequence mode, all the pads are blue. But I can be in this, in control mode, and start and stop the sequencer. The transport controls can send MIDI clock and MIDI machine control. They also send MIDI CCs. You can configure how you want to have them work. The big knob in the sequencer mode changes the rate of the sequencer. Go back into forward mode. Now, it can also do another thing, is that if I wanted this in a different key, normally on an analog sequencer, you'd have to change all these. So what we did is, this can be used as transpose. So this serves as rate, transpose, and then in control mode, you can assign it to something like volume or whatever you want. The construction, it's thin, it's lightweight, but at the same time we've got like a metal bottom panel. It's constructed well, so it's constructed amazingly well when you compare it to other $99 products in the market.
Who are you aiming at when you design it?
The product's really aimed at anybody who needs a general purpose controller like this. You can use it, you could set it up with Ableton Live and be triggering clips. You could be playing, you'd be a percussionist and playing percussion. You could be an analog synth guy like myself, and I use it for a step sequencer with my modulars, with my micro brute, mini brute, with the CV and gates. So it hits a wide variety of audiences and customers.
So did you have a typical user in mind, or do you just go for the widest range
No,
of possible users?
yeah, it's designed to be a general purpose MIDI controller for pretty much any customer who needs buttons, knobs, and a step sequencer. Okay. Thank you, Sonic State. Okay, so one of my favorite things also about the BeatStep is that if I'm using it with my computer, I can be coming MIDI in via the USB, but then I can also feed MIDI out via the MIDI out and CV gate. So it will mirror it. It works as an interface. And it makes a great companion product to the micro brute or to the mini brute. Now one thing, my favorite thing with the micro brute is I'll have the micro brute's internal sequencer playing, doing things with the notes, but then I might take the CV out from the beat step, have it synchronized together, and maybe send the CV out to the filter or to the pulse width or to the sub-modulator or something like that. Get all kinds of crazy things going on between real-time manipulation of the step sequencer and your built-in sequences on the microbrute. So they make a great companion products. So one thing I forgot, because it's NAMM show and everybody's really tired, we have a free editor that comes with it. So you can just download the editor. This is our generic editor. It works with all of our products. You can see it works with all of our key labs, mini labs, Spark, Sparkle, the players. But right now, once you connect up your beat step, it will connect with that. You can update your firmware through it. You can write to any of the memories. You've got 16 memories in control mode, 16 in sequence mode. And then you can do all of your control editing here. You can pick and choose what you want to do. So you can have MMC, switch controls, MIDI notes, patch changes. Over here in the global parameters, besides the functions that you can change off the front panel, we have other functionality like swing control for the sequencer and gate time controls for the sequencer. So once again, you can write 16 memories for the control mode, 16 memories for the sequence mode. And this is all with our new updated editor, the MIDI Control Center.